Alpi is unbelievably gifted, and it's getting to the point where I feel like defenses in the NBA just don't know what to do to one, guard Alpi, but two, and more importantly, just guard the Houston Rockets, right? Teams are having a really tough time doing so. But take a look at this play here, right? They're in this 2-3 defense where you got these three guys. You got a guy covering the corner, guy in the paint, guy corner, right? Two guys at the top. Now, what's interesting about zone coverage is usually zone coverages tend to stare down the basketball, okay? So how are we going to defeat this zone? We're going to get someone at that free throw line. It could be anybody. It could be KD. It could be Reed Shepherd. Usually it's a big man because he can see the floor a little bit better. So instead of putting Alpi there, we're going to put Steven Adams there, okay? Now we know Alpi's a great passer, but this is why we put Alpi at the top of the key. Because now that everyone is staring at, guess what? The basketball, we are going to get this backdoor cut, okay? Or we'll call it a slot cut. Okay, a slot cut just from the top of the key, and essentially, all we're doing here is manipulating this defense, right? Everyone steps up on Steven Adams, but nobody recognizes Alpi, okay? We kick it back to the top, we regain the focus of the defense back to the perimeter, and then boom, wide open is Alpi. Nobody that can cover the bigs down there, and he gets an easy dunk. Now, we're going to break down a ton of film. Such a smart play by Alpi. We're going to break down all the film, okay? Before we do so, make sure you hit the like button, but also, if possible, hype the video. Helps out so much. Get the video out to more Rockets fans around the world. If you guys could do that, that'd be amazing. And with that being said, let's just dive into some of the film. Now, one of my favorite things about Alpi is the intensity, the motor, the work ethic. He just has a certain kind of just work ethic around him that is just really annoying if you're a defense. And we're going to set this screen. Obviously, we're going to create a little bit of rotation. They're probably going to play in a drop zone, but as we roll to the basket, just trying to gain a little bit of leverage, because if our guy can maybe pull up for a mid-range or get a push floater, we might get a second chance opportunity. So you're going to see him roll to the basket here. Does a good job getting leverage. Now, ball does come out. Ultimately, I wish we threw up a lob to the backside. Would have been much easier to finish this thing, but we do put up a shot here, right? But this is where Alpi becomes really annoying if you're a defense, right? Ball is up, no good. Guess what? Misses the tip. Guess what? Tips it again. Misses the tip. Gets a third offensive rebound, okay? Boom, brings it in. You got 3, 4 guys, almost 5 guys surrounding you in the paint. Ball gets loose. Guess who comes away with it? Alpi. Guess what? Pump fake. Gets his guy up in the air. Spins. It's just, what are you supposed to do? You have 5 guys in the paint, and nobody can stop him. Do you know how demoralizing it is to be a defense where you have 5 guys in the paint, right? And I ain't talking about the fast. You got 5 players in the paint, and you still can't stop this one man. And Alpi is becoming that guy. Also just attacks every play with that mindset of, I'm going to beat you, right? If he deems you a mismatch, good luck. That night for you will be hell. It will not be fun at all. We're going to set this little DHO, a little dribble handoff. As we get KD to the basket, we're going to either pop or we can roll, depending on how the defense is playing it. In this case, he's going to kind of just sit out at the three-point line for a second. But ultimately, at the end of the day, he knows he's got this matchup that he likes. Okay, second thing we notice is look at their 2 low post defenders. Russell Westbrook, I believe this is Precious Achiuwa. No one that we're really too nervous about in terms of being able to stop us down low. Let's just be honest, this is the matchup that he likes. So what does he do? He gets that quick little jab off to the left, a little bit of a head swivel as well. Boom, quick trigger. Now he gets leverage into the paint. Once he gives you that, or gets that leverage, he's going to act like he's going to spin one way. He's going to get you to overcommit all the weight from your left foot and put it onto your right foot. Boom, right like that. Now we've got leverage down at the basket. Easy layup again. The things this man can do is just, it's annoying. It is so annoying. But then when you have him on your team, it's like, wow. This guy, we just give him the ball and he can go to work. Right here, gets one versus Murray, backing him down. Again, we know we've got the matchup we like. If you're not going to send that double team, whether it's from the top side, call that a fire, whether you send the blitz from the weak side corner, it don't matter. If you're not going to send it, we are going to demoralize you. And fadeaway mid-range, high arcing shot, gets it to go. Again, the defense here, it's not bad. You get a solid contest. He's just a better player. Now, he is starting to figure it out in terms of being able to shoot threes at a more consistent basis. ultimately, when he figures it out fully, watch out, because this is a guy that can really turn it up. Now, I'm just trying to check what his stats are this year. I know, okay, so 2025, he's shooting 39% from 3. 39% from 3. Whoa. That's up from 23% last season. If he can maintain that, good luck guarding this Houston Rocket team. And really quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button like I said, but most importantly, if you guys could subscribe, it helps out so much. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be breaking down this team throughout the entirety of the year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We got you guys covered. Join the family. Turn on your post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post. Let's keep going. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the Sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. Okay, another really simple play here. We're going to get it over to Alpy. Alpy's at the top of the key. We're going to point. We're going to set something up on this weak side, but ultimately we are running an inverted pick and roll. What is an inverted pick and roll? Well, it's when your big has the ball, you get a pick and roll, and usually it's from the guard, right? The reason we do this is because when we come off this thing quickly, you might be able to generate a switch onto the guard because they're not just going to allow you to drive right to the basket with nobody there. Even if they did do that, you would get some sort of rotation, weak side, strong side, didn't matter. But again, they don't want to give you that type of leverage down to the basket. So, boom, set the screen. First of all, the screen setter here does a great job because the big man doesn't even get, he gets stonewalled. That is embarrassing. We'll go on from that. Either way, Alpy gets it, and instead of trying to drive in, he gets into the post, right? He gets into a position where he can just beat you, and it looks like the defender overcommits to get a steal because, again, he does not want to be in the post versus Alpy. That is the last thing he wants to do. So he overcommits to a steal, we spin inside, and because the big's still at the top, right, we've got nobody down low that can contest us. Easy layup, easy money, sound dumb. How are you going to guard me? Oh yeah, that's right. You're not going to guard me. There's no way you can guard me. There's just nothing you can do. Another one, in transition this time. Get out. Look how quickly this dude gets out in transition. Once he sees Reed Shepherd get the rebound, boom, he's getting out in transition. Why? Because their big man, he's all the way on the other side of the floor, right? They have no one that can guard me down low. He's all the way on the other side of the floor. Let me get down low, and boom, gets the ball and says, oh yeah, I know the big's not here. I'm in a really tough spot. I'm literally underneath the basket, but guess what? I see him do that so much, and it doesn't make sense. How? How does he get that off? The dude is special. The dude is different. He's a great passer. He'll take advantage of every single mismatch if you give him it. Like, again, right here, we've got a matchup we like. There's just some teams, and I start to feel bad for him, but then again, I don't. There's just some teams in the NBA, guys, they can't guard him. They don't have the personnel to guard him. And the Kings are one of those teams, at least in this game, didn't look like anybody could guard him. Again, you get Murray on you, dominates you, drives you back like four feet, and then boom, floater off the glass, little beautiful shot. You're up by 22, and at that point, the game's over, right? He's bringing it up once again. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so this time, our guy gets pushed down to the ground. Either way, we still have the matchup. We don't care who you are. Getting into the lane, just beating you. Just beating you. Just beating. It's nothing you can do. He's just better. He's stronger. He's more physical. He's smarter. And that's Alpi. That's the story of Alpi. He's just too good. Just too good. We're going to end the video here. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. Make sure you're notified every time we post these videos. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.